News Channel.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And we'll get to all that and more in just a minute, but I hear the rain already starting.
Yes, so we are seeing just a few brief showers this morning. It is going to be mostly dry to start with that widespread rain coming back in later this afternoon.
A couple of rainy days, but better days are ahead.
Yes, so we will dry out tomorrow, which is good. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery. Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, not a lot of green on the radar. We are just seeing a few showers in the Mohawk Valley region. They are going to move through this morning, and we do look to start out mostly dry, but watch out for fog as you are driving on the roadways, and especially in areas that still have some snow on the ground. There is a little bit extra fog over there. Today, we are starting out in the 40s for the Mohawk Valley, 30s for the North Country, and actually 50s for south of the Mohawk Valley. So once again, that range in temperature due to that warm front, we will kind of stay the same for all of us in terms of temperature today as it is this morning. So just to start, we are seeing fog and wet roadways, so just be careful when driving. That widespread rain looks to come back in later this afternoon and evening. We will dry out overnight, and we will slowly start to cool down for the end of the week and weekend. So for today, expect foggy conditions to start, then rain comes in later this afternoon through this evening. I will be talking a little bit more about our weekend forecast and the cool down coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. Utica police are...
Welcome back. We are still going to be mild for today and tomorrow, already south of the Mohawk Valley in the 50s. But we do have the Mohawk Valley in the 40s and the North Country in the 30s. As for tomorrow, it looks like all of us are going to range in the 40s, but then we will have a cool down. So we will still kind of be above average for the high temperature this time of year, but our overnight lows finally fall below freezing this weekend. So we will be seeing more seasonable weather coming back in for this weekend and next week. But overall, not really any snow is on the horizon. Here's our weekend forecast. We are going to be seeing just a few snow flurries, possible on Saturday, but no really any accumulation. Highs are just going to be around freezing. As for Sunday, highs are going to be a little bit above freezing, but we will be tracking some sunshine for both of these days over the weekend, just a little bit cooler with overnight lows falling back into the teens and 20s. So far, we have been above average in terms of temperature. We haven't really been seeing a lot of snow. We are behind in our snowfall. We are about a foot behind in our snowfall for this time of year. Gary.
Thank you. It was an historic start to the 118th
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with foggy skies, a few lighter showers this morning, but that widespread rain looks to return later this afternoon. Let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera. It is facing our parking lot this morning because we are seeing some fog up here on top of Smith Hill, so I would just take it slow when driving this morning because a lot of the roads are foggy and a lot of the roads are wet. So heading out the door, I would grab the umbrella because we are going to continue to see rain showers with widespread rain returning later this afternoon. Maybe along with that rain jacket, rain boots, and giving myself a little bit extra time to drive wherever I am going. Because we are seeing some lighter fog this morning from 7 a.m. until the sun rises. Then it will start to lighten up, but just be very careful. There are low visibility issues outside at this point. So here's our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. Most of us are dry, but there is this patch of green kind of moving through the Mohawk Valley at this point. Rain is moderate in this patch of green, and we are going to continue to be mostly dry for this morning and early afternoon. But then due to this warm front, once again, widespread rain looks to return later this afternoon through this evening, and it looks to come to an end overnight tonight. So here's our temperatures at this point. Wide range in temperatures this morning. Up north, we are in the 30s, 35 degrees in Inlet, 34 degrees in Big Moose. In the Mohawk Valley, most of us are in the 40s. We have 40 degrees in Utica and in Deedsboro. And looking to the south, all in the 50s this morning. 54 degrees in Cooperstown, Skanevis, and in Sherburne. So once again, a wide range in those temperatures. That is because the placement of the warm front. So today, high temperatures are going to range like this. We will be seeing North Country high temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s, mainly in the mid to upper 40s in the Mohawk Valley, and in the mid 50s up to in south of the Mohawk Valley. So once again, for this morning, a few lighter showers are possible. We do remain mostly dry up until around 2-3 p.m. Then we will start to see some rain developing. The rain does turn widespread around dinner. This is 6:30 p.m. and then it will continue overnight before slowly coming to an end early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, we will still be on the mild side for this time of year with highs in the mid-40s and cloudy skies. For today, once again, fog to start. Rain looks to develop this afternoon, becoming widespread around dinner. And tonight, it will continue as scattered showers before coming to an end early tomorrow morning. We still are going to be on the mild side tomorrow with highs in the mid-40s, but then we will start to cool down. A few mixed precipitation showers are possible on Friday with lingering snow flurries on Saturday. And we will be seeing more seasonable temperatures coming back in for the beginning of next week, Gary.
So another day of rain and then things start to dry out.
Yes, we will dry out tomorrow and then things are going to start to cool down again.
Hannah, thank you. The time now is 5:20. Gary Libitor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And we are talking a little bit of rain today.
Yes, so we are going to be seeing a widespread rain looking to make a return later this afternoon and this evening.
So a couple days of rain, but then things dry out.
Yes, we will dry out for tomorrow and we still will be mild tomorrow.
Good for us.
Yes, so let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, we are seeing foggy conditions. There also is mist in some spots and a little bit of green moving through the Mohawk Valley, but most of us are going to remain dry this morning with that rain coming in this afternoon. Taking a look at our temperatures, we do have a wide range of temperatures. The North Country will stay in the upper 30s today. We have 35 degrees in Inlet, 34 degrees in Lake Pleasant. The Mohawk Valley at this point right near 40 degrees, 41 degrees in Westmoreland, 39 degrees in Whitesboro, and most of the areas south of the Mohawk Valley are actually in the 50s. So we do have 48 degrees in Earlville. So a wide range of temperatures due to that warm front kind of sitting right in the middle of our viewing area. As for today, we do have foggy conditions and wet roadways to start, so just make sure you give yourself extra time to get out the door. Widespread rain looks to make a return this afternoon and it will last into the evening. We will slowly dry out overnight. We will remain mild tomorrow, but then we will really start to cool down for the end of the week and weekend. So for today, expect cloudy skies and foggy conditions, then rain looking to pick back up this afternoon and evening. I will be talking a little bit more about that cool down and our weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. Well, 'tis the season to donate.
Welcome back. Once again, we are going to be seeing a wide range in temperatures today. We have 35 degrees at this point in Inlet, 38 degrees in Little Falls, 39 degrees in Whitesboro, and 48 degrees in Earlville. So as for today, the warm front kind of sits right in the middle of our viewing area. So high temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 30s, maybe low 40s for the North Country. But then in the Mohawk Valley, we will range in the 40s for the high temperatures, and the southern valleys will remain in the 50s. So it is going to be warmer south of the Mohawk Valley for today. It is also going to remain mild tomorrow. Rain does come to an end overnight and we will dry out tomorrow, but we really start to cool down. We see cooler weather coming in for the end of the week and into the weekend. It is going to be more seasonable with high temperatures just in the mid 30s. Gary.
Thank you. When someone suffers a cardiac arrest, it's important to begin CPR.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with cloudy skies and fog this morning, and we will be seeing widespread rain coming back in later this afternoon. Let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera. It is facing our parking lot this morning because we are seeing some fog up here on top of Smith Hill. I would just take it slow this morning because wet roadways are going to be a problem along with this fog. So heading out the door this morning, I would definitely grab the umbrella and the rain jacket, maybe even the rain boots, because it is wet outside at this point and widespread rain looks to make a return later this afternoon. And maybe give yourself a little bit extra time to get where you are going this morning. And once again, the fog looks to remain pretty heavy up until the sun rises. Then it will slowly lift, but definitely just be careful. There are definitely spots of low visibility to start here this morning. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, just a few areas of green. It is moving through the Mohawk Valley in southern Herkimer County at this point. It's not too heavy, and we are just seeing some areas of mist as well that's coming off from that fog. And this is all due to this warm front that is still kind of sitting over us. It is sitting right over in the middle of our viewing area, and that brought in widespread rain yesterday, still bringing a few showers this morning, and it is causing for a wide range in temperatures. So temperatures this morning, once again, wide range. We have 34 degrees in Big Moose, 35 degrees in Inlet. Then heading towards the Mohawk Valley in the 40s, 40 degrees in Utica and Deansboro. And looking to the south in the 50s, 54 degrees in Cooperstown, in Skanevis, and in Sherburne this morning. So high temperatures today will range in mostly the upper 30s to low 40s for the North Country. We will range in the 40s for the Mohawk Valley and the 50s for the southern valleys. And once again, that is due to that warm front just sitting over our viewing area, allowing for warmer weather to be south of that warm front. So for this morning, just be careful for fog and misty conditions, as well as a few showers. We are starting out with cloudy skies, and clouds will continue today. So just around 2-3 p.m., that's when some scattered showers do start to move in. This rain does become widespread around dinner time, and it will continue as scattered showers overnight before coming to an end early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, we do remain mostly dry. A passing shower is possible in the afternoon, but otherwise still mild for the day with highs in the 40s. So for today, starting out with fog, clouds, then widespread rain looks to come back in later this afternoon through the evening, continuing with scattered showers tonight before ending early tomorrow morning. We do still remain on the warmer side tomorrow with cloudy skies. A passing shower is possible. Then on Friday, we really start to cool down. We will be seeing highs in the 30s. A few light precipitation showers are possible with lingering flurries on Saturday. We really cool down to more seasonable weather next week. We'll be right back.
Yes, I'm Gary Libator.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And get that umbrella ready. You're going to need it again today.
Yes, so this morning actually we're starting out with fog, and it's kind of misty outside, but then we will be seeing widespread rain moving back in later this afternoon.
Yeah, and then tomorrow it dries out.
Yes, it will dry out tomorrow, and we'll actually start to cool down for the weekend. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, we are mostly dry, but once again, we are seeing cloudy skies and fog, actually some misty conditions out there. So I would just grab the umbrella for today. That widespread rain looks to come in later this afternoon and evening. Temperatures are ranging, so we have that warm front kind of sitting right in the middle of our viewing area. That allows for temperatures in the 30s up north right now. So we have 35 degrees in Inlet, 34 degrees in Lake Pleasant. Then in the Mohawk Valley, we are just around 40 degrees. We have 41 degrees in Westmoreland, 39 degrees in Whitesboro. And in the southern valleys, actually in the 50s or close to 50. We have 47 degrees right there in Earlville. So for today, fog to start, wet roadways, misty conditions. We will be seeing that widespread rain moving back in later this afternoon and evening. And then we do dry out tomorrow. We will slowly start to cool down towards the end of the week and weekend. So for today, expect rain to develop this afternoon. Temperatures are going to range pretty significantly, and I will be talking a little bit more about a cool down coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Some breaking news just into the News Channel 2 newsroom. A boil water.
Welcome back. We are still going to remain pretty warm today. So the warmer weather is going to be south of the Mohawk Valley. We will be seeing high temperatures in the 50s there. Mohawk Valley will be seeing high temperatures in the 40s, and it does remain mild tomorrow for all of us, seeing high temperatures in the 40s. As we head into the end of the week, into the weekend, we will slowly start to drop in temperature. It's still going to be above average for this time of year with highs mainly in the mid 30s, but it is more seasonable for this time of year rather than seeing that really warm weather with temperatures in the 40s and 50s. So on our weekend forecast, we do have Saturday high temperatures right around just above freezing. A few snow flurries are possible. And for Sunday, we will be seeing some sunshine, high temperatures mainly in the mid 30s. But since we have been so warm and we haven't been seeing a lot of snow, we are behind in terms of snowfall. We are about 12 inches, so a foot behind in terms of snowfall. We only have gotten 22 inches, just shy of 2 feet so far in Utica. And our average for this time of year is just shy of 3 feet. Gary.
Thank you. It was an historic start to the 118th
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with foggy conditions this morning. It is a little bit misty outside. Widespread rain looks to return later this afternoon. Let's take a look now at the Cavie Tower camera overlooking, well, not anymore. It is facing our parking lot this morning because it is very foggy outside. So just be careful when driving. I would maybe give myself extra time to get out the door, and the roadways are wet as well. So heading out the door this morning, I would grab all the rain stuff, the umbrella, the jacket, the rain boots, because we are starting out wet already this morning and widespread rain makes a return this afternoon. And then once again, maybe give myself a little extra time to drive to wherever I am going because the fog looks to be pretty heavy up until the sun rises. So I would say for the next 5, 6, 7 a.m. it could be a little bit heavy. And then once we head into 8, 9 a.m. it will start to lift and visibility will improve. Here on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, at this point we are tracking mostly dry conditions, but it is a bit misty outside because we are seeing widespread fogs. Just be careful of that when driving. And this is all still due to this warm front kind of sitting over us. This warm front did bring in widespread rain yesterday. We will be seeing more widespread rain make a return this afternoon due to this low pressure system. And this is also affecting the temperatures. So according to our Skywatchers, we do have a wide range in temperatures this morning, and that will be the case today. So we have Old Forge and Westdale at 38 degrees. Areas up north will be in the 30s. We have New Hartford at 40 degrees. And looking to the south, we are mostly in the 50s. 52 degrees in Cooperstown and Morris. 53 degrees in Evanston and in Westford. So pretty warm south of that warm front, and that will be the case today. High temperatures will remain in the upper 30s, right near 40 degrees for the North Country. High temperatures will range in the 40s for the Mohawk Valley, mainly in the mid 40s, and in the mid 50s for the southern valleys today. And once again, that is due to that warm front sitting over in the middle of our viewing area. So for this morning, just watch out for misty conditions along with fog. We will remain cloudy, and it doesn't look to come in, the rain, until around 2, 3 p.m. on our Skycast. We start to see scattered showers at first. It does turn widespread around dinner time, and it will continue as scattered showers tonight before ending early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we will dry out, but we still will be seeing cloudy skies, so pretty gloomy weather, and it's still going to be mild for this time of year with high temperatures remaining in the mid 40s. So for today, expect cloudy skies, foggy conditions to start. We will be seeing widespread rain move in later this afternoon. It will continue as scattered showers tonight before drying out early tomorrow morning. Then we will be mild tomorrow. It slowly does start to cool down, though, towards the end of the week and into the weekend, with a few mixed precipitation showers possible on Friday, with lingering snow flurries on Saturday, Gary.
Snow lovers say bring back that snow.
Yes, well, at this point, it does look to get cooler, but looking ahead, it doesn't look like we will be seeing any snow, at least for the near future.
Well, at least it'll be cooler.
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. Be sure to like us on Facebook. And I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And if you weren't with us earlier, you should bring your umbrella with you this morning.
Yes, so we are starting out with just kind of misty conditions because we are seeing fog this morning, and then widespread rain moves back in this afternoon.
That widespread rain.
Yes, we saw it yesterday. We'll see it again today. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 with Doppler radar. At this point, just a little bit of green on our radar. Once again, we are seeing areas of light drizzle, areas of mist to start this morning, along with fog. So just be careful when driving. The roads are wet and it is foggy. Temperatures are going to be ranging today. So high temperatures up north are going to remain in the upper 30s to low 40s. At this point, we have 35 degrees in Inlet. In the Mohawk Valley, our high temperatures will range in the 40s. We have 41 degrees in Westmoreland, 39 degrees in Whitesboro. And south of the Mohawk Valley, as you can see the color change here on this map, although we don't have any reports, we are in the 50s down south, and that will be the high temperatures for today south of the Mohawk Valley. So we are starting out with fog and wet roadways to start, so just take your time getting out the door and getting to where you were going. Today we will be seeing widespread rain moving back in later this afternoon and evening. It turns into scattered showers tonight, and we dry out early tomorrow morning with a slow cool down ahead into the weekend. So for today, foggy conditions to start. A light drizzle or mist is possible, but widespread heavy rain returns later today. And I will be talking a little bit more about the rain today and the temperature change coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. Well,
Welcome back. This morning we are ranging in the 30s and 40s and even 50s for the southern valleys. We have 35 degrees in Inlet, 41 degrees in Westferland, and we do get warmer the further south you travel, 44 degrees in Earlville this morning. So today high temperatures are going to range. That's due to the warm front that is sitting right in the middle of our viewing area. We will be seeing high temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s for the North Country, mainly in the mid to upper 40s for the Mohawk Valley, and in the mid 50s for the southern valleys for high temperatures today. So tomorrow we will remain mild as well, with all of us seeing temperatures in the 40s, but then we start to slowly cool down, dropping into the 30s on Friday and in the lower to mid 30s over the weekend. Gary.
Thank you. NFL star Damar Hamlin remains in critical but
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with fog and misty conditions this morning, with widespread rain coming in later this afternoon. Let's take a look now at the Cavie Tower camera. It is facing our parking lot this morning. We are seeing low visibility up here on top of Smith Hill. That is because of the fog, and at this point the fog looks to be widespread. So just be careful when driving. In some areas it is worse than others. So Nala is having a pretty hard time seeing her neighbor Trixie this morning. Trixie looks like in a silly mood to start, with her tongue sticking out. But just be careful once again for wet roadways and fog to start. I would maybe give myself a little extra time to get to where I'm going. In the evening as well, that's when we will start to see widespread rain coming in, so just be careful of that. It is going to be heavy at times. Once again, fog is pretty heavy at this point in some of our areas, especially in areas that are still seeing some snowpack, but it will start to lift when the sun rises this morning. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we see a little bit of green. This is due to light drizzle in some areas along with misty conditions. So roadways are still a little bit wet this morning, and this unsettled weather is still due to this warm front that is sticking over us and sitting right in the middle of our viewing area. This is also allowing for a wide range in temperatures this morning. According to our sky watchers, we have the North Country in the 30s. We have 38 degrees in Old Forge and Westdale. We have the Mohawk Valley in the 40s, 40 degrees in Clinton and New Hartford. And we have the southern valleys in the 50s, 52 degrees in Cooperstown and Morris, 51 degrees in Lawrence and West Lawrence. So that will be the theme today. We will see high temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s in the North Country. We will be in the mid 40s for high temperatures in the Mohawk Valley, and high temperatures will remain in the 50s for the southern valleys for today. So the further south you go from this warm front, that is where it will be a little bit warmer. So for today, just watch out for some patchy drizzle and mist this morning. Also some fog. Just be careful when driving. Today, we will start to see rain developing around 2-3 p.m. and then it turns widespread around dinner time. The widespread rain then turns into scattered showers tonight before ending early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is still going to be mild, but overall it's going to be a gloomy day. A passing shower is possible, but we do look mostly dry, mostly cloudy with highs in the 40s. So for today, expect areas of drizzle and mist this morning with fog. Then we will be seeing scattered showers at first with widespread rain around dinner. That widespread rain will turn to scattered showers overnight before ending early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we will dry out with a few mixed precipitation showers coming in on Friday as we start to slowly cool down. Then we will be seeing more seasonable temperatures into next week, Gary.
So the cooler temperatures coming, hopefully for the skiers, that's a good thing.
Yes, so far it does look to really cool down next week, but we're not looking at any big snowfall event.
Yeah, all this rain is hurting the slopes.
Yes, it is.
Hannah, thank you. The time now is 6:50.
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And it is Wednesday, January 4th, but it's going to feel a little more like spring today than winter, right?
Yes, so we are seeing temperatures ranging in the 40s and 50s today, and we are seeing widespread rain making a return this afternoon.
Yeah, welcome to March.
Yes, welcome to March, April. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are starting off this morning with a few areas of light drizzle, as we can see a few green specks on our radar. We're also seeing a little bit of a mist because there is fog outside right now, so just be careful where you are commuting to this morning. Temperatures at this point are in the 30s and 40s. We will range today with seeing high temperatures in the 30s to 50s. So up north, high temperatures will remain in the 30s. At this point, we have inlet at 35 degrees. In the Mohawk Valley, high temperatures will remain in the 40s. We have 41 degrees in Westmoreland right now. And the further south you go, we will be in the 50s down there. We have 45 degrees in Earlville. And this is due to the placement of the warm front that is bringing in this unsettled weather. It is placed right below the Mohawk Valley, so that is kind of bringing in a range in temperatures. So for today, we are starting out with foggy conditions, wet roadways, misty conditions as well. Widespread rain that moves in later this afternoon and evening today, and we will dry out tomorrow with a slow cool down ahead into the weekend. So for today, expect a drizzle or mist to start, but then that widespread rain comes in later this afternoon. It's going to be heavy at times. I will be talking a little bit more about the cool down and the weekend forecast coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. Utica Police continue.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with foggy and misty conditions this morning with widespread rain returning this afternoon. Let's take a look now at our Cavie Tower camera. Can't see much at all. We are seeing fog up here on top of Smith Hill, so just be careful when driving. And as I'm heading out the door this morning, I would definitely grab all the rain gear, the umbrella, the rain jacket, maybe even the rain boots because it is still wet out this morning, and maybe give myself a little extra time to drive because we are seeing foggy and misty conditions. The fog looks to start to lift when the sun rises, which could be in a couple more minutes now, and then it will turn into a light haze, then really start to clear out around 9-10 a.m. But this morning it is foggy, so just be careful when driving. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking just a few areas of light drizzle and misty conditions once again, and this unsettled weather is still because of this warm front that is lingering over us. We will also be seeing widespread rain make a return later this afternoon and evening. And because of this warm front, it is kind of causing a range in our temperatures. So up north, we are in the 30s, 36 degrees in Inlet, in the 40s in the Mohawk Valley, 40 degrees in Clinton and New Hartford, and in the southern valleys, we actually are in the 50s. We have 53 degrees in Evanston and in Westford, 54 degrees in Milford. So high temperatures today will range up north of that warm front. We will be in the upper 30s to low 40s, right along the warm front in the mid 40s, and right below the warm front in the 50s. Once again, this is all due to that position of the warm front. Areas south of it will be seeing warmer weather. So for today, expect fog, misty conditions to start this morning. Then we will start to see scattered showers moving in around 2-3 p.m. this afternoon, and that will become widespread around dinner. The widespread rain then turns back into scattered showers overnight before drying out early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow will still be on the mild side with highs in the 40s, but it's kind of going to be gloomy with cloudy skies throughout the day. So for today, expect areas of drizzle and mist this morning. Then we will be seeing widespread rain start to move in later this afternoon. That will continue as scattered showers tonight before drying out early tomorrow morning. So tomorrow will be dry, still mild, but then we will start to cool down. We will be seeing more seasonable high temperatures moving in starting on Friday with a few light mixed precipitation showers. Then looking ahead to the weekend, even into the beginning of next week, overnight lows finally fall below freezing into the weekend, and we will be seeing some sunshine make a return early next week.
My name is Ken.
Let's get a first look at your forecast. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joining us, and Hannah, word of some heavy rain moving in.
Yes, at this point, though, we are still seeing dry conditions, and the rain looks to become widespread a little before dinner time this evening. So let's take a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Mostly dry conditions still seeing cloudy skies, a few areas of light drizzle. I am going to zoom out to show you that this rain coming in from the west is associated with a cold front, and it will start to come in this afternoon, becoming widespread just around dinner time. The good news is that we do dry out tomorrow. We see mostly cloudy skies tomorrow, and we do start to cool down. So here's a look at our weekend forecast. As we can see, more seasonable high temperatures and more seasonable low temperatures with mostly cloudy skies on Saturday and some sun coming in for Sunday. So today we are going to be seeing widespread rain developing once again. That is going to happen just around dinner. We will dry out tomorrow, and then we will slowly start to cool down heading into the weekend and beginning of next week. So for today, we are still dry at this hour. We will be seeing rain coming in later this afternoon, and it will continue overnight. I will talk a little bit more about the cool down coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And what a difference a week makes on the slopes. This was McCauley Mountain. Actually, this is in Old Forge last week. Some snowmobilers heading around Old Forge. And we have just learned from McCauley Mountain, the ski center there, officials say that due to this current weather that we are seeing, they say sadly they're going to be closed today. And they say they will reevaluate for tomorrow and hope to be open by Friday at the latest. Ski center officials will have an update later today for tomorrow. They say they apologize to anyone whose plans are disrupted, but say they cannot offer a quality and safe experience in the current conditions. And they say, please think cold. Bring that cold weather back. Of course, we'll update when we do learn more for the plan for tomorrow at McCauley Mountain. More details are being learned about Buffalo Bills.
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are still seeing cloudy skies, mostly dry conditions, but rain looks to move in later this afternoon. Let's take a look now at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. At this point, it is a little bit breezy outside. We are still seeing cloudy skies and very high level fog this morning, as you can kind of see a little bit foggy on our camera here. The roads are a little bit damp, but otherwise we are still mostly dry, just tracking a few areas of light drizzle. So Nala is saying hi to her neighbor Trixie, who looks like she's in a silly mood, sticking her tongue out here. But we are dry at this point. Shouldn't really have any problems commuting at this point. For the evening, though, that is when we will be seeing widespread rain that could become a little bit heavy at times. So here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. As you can see, rain from the west is starting to move in. It's also moving in from the southwest. At this point, we have a stationary front sitting over our area, and that is attached to a low pressure system and a cold front to our west, which will bring in more widespread rain. It looks to start as scattered showers within the next hour or so here, and then it will turn a widespread around 6 p.m. this evening. According to our Skywatchers, still a wide range in temperatures. Due to that stalled stationary front sitting over us, the warm air is concentrated down in Otsego County. We can see Otsego here is 55 degrees, but then the rest of us are in the 40s. We have 41 degrees in Old Forge and 41 degrees in Mohawk. So that will be the theme today, 30s to 40s in the North Country. We will remain in the 40s for the Mohawk Valley and in the 50s down in the southern valleys. And once again, that is due to that stalled front that is sitting over our viewing area. Looking ahead to the next couple of days, we will also remain mild tomorrow and above average in terms of temperature. Same thing goes for Friday, but as you can see, we are slowly starting to cool down. So once this cold front moves through with this rain today, we will start to slowly cool down, and we will be more seasonable for the weekend into the beginning of next week. But if we look at our average high and average low for this time of year, we are still a little bit above average in terms of those high temperatures and low temperatures for this time of year. So for the rest of today, we are going to start seeing scattered showers looking to come in within the next hour or so. Then it becomes widespread around 6 p.m. We can see it happening at this point, and then we will continue as scattered showers later overnight before clearing out early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we are going to remain cloudy for the day, still on the warmer side for this time of year though, with highs in the 40s. So for the rest of today, we will start to see some rain moving in. Temperatures will remain in the 40s for most of us, in the 50s down south. And tonight we will see scattered showers continuing. Patchy fog is also possible again tonight. So for tomorrow, still on the mild side as we dry out. We will slowly start to cool down with the chance of a few light snow showers on Friday, especially in higher elevations, lingering flurries on Saturday, and sunshine returning for the beginning of next week. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's turn now to the drama unfolding. Half hour. Once again, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are tracking mostly dry conditions still at this hour, but we will start to see rain moving in later this afternoon. Let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. As you can see here, we are dry, a few areas of light drizzle, and then I'm going to zoom out to show you that we are going to be seeing rain coming in from the west. That is going to be due to a cold front, and that will become widespread just around dinner time. Looking ahead though, we will dry out Thursday, and we will slowly start to cool down. So we're looking at our weekend forecast. We see cooler weather, more seasonable weather for both Saturday and Sunday. Even overnight lows drop below freezing. It hasn't been below freezing for at least the past week. A few snow flurries are also possible on Saturday. So today we will be seeing widespread rain moving in. Looks to start as scattered showers around 2-3 p.m. Then it will turn widespread around dinner time. We will be drying out tomorrow, and then we will slowly cool down for the weekend into next week. So for today, expect the rain to start this afternoon, and it will continue overnight before drying out. I will be talking a little bit more about the cool down coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. An update now on a bizarre story.
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are still seeing cloudy skies and mostly dry conditions, but rain will develop this afternoon. Let's take a look now at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. As we can see here, cloudy skies. That fog is still in high elevations. As we can see on our camera, it's still a little bit foggy higher up, so just be careful if you are driving through any area of higher elevation. And it is a little bit breezy out for this afternoon. So taking a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Still mostly dry, but we are starting to see a few scattered showers beginning to move through. This rain is going to start out as scattered showers, then become widespread around dinner time. And this is all due to this system. So we still have a stationary front stalled over us, and this is attached to a low pressure system. Attached to that low pressure system, there's a cold front, and that is what is going to be moving through and bringing in this rain that is coming in from the west here. So according to our sky watchers, a big range in temperatures once again. That placement of the stationary front is kind of right in the middle of the Mohawk Valley. So Mohawk Valley and up north will be in the 40s, and south of that front will be warmer. So we have 55 degrees in Otsego, and the rest of us in the 40s, 41 degrees in Old Forge and in Mohawk. So that is what is occurring today. The high temperatures ranging 30s to 40s up in the North Country, mainly in the 40s in the Mohawk Valley, and in the 50s down in the southern valleys for today. We will remain mild again tomorrow. High temperatures are still going to be in the 40s, pretty warm for the beginning of January. Then we will slowly start to cool down because that cold front moves through today. That will really start to cool us down. We will be seeing cooler weather on Friday, still above average, and then we are still going to be above average, but a lot cooler and more seasonable. So as we can see, high temperatures just in the mid 30s for over the weekend into the beginning of next week. Our average high for this time of year is 30 degrees and our average low is 15 degrees. So we're still not there yet, but we are getting a little bit cooler. So for the rest of today, expect scattered showers to start very soon now. Then we will be seeing that rain turn widespread later this afternoon, I would say around dinner time. And that will continue tonight as scattered showers before it slowly comes to an end early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we will mostly dry out, see cloudy skies. A passing shower is possible, but it is still going to be mild with highs in the 40s. So for today, expect highs to range in the 40s for most of us. South of the Mohawk Valley will be in the 50s. We will be seeing rain moving in with breezy conditions, and scattered showers will linger overnight with another night of patchy fog possible. So for tomorrow, we will dry out, see mild conditions still with cloudy skies. A few snow showers actually possible on Friday. We see mixed precipitation showers as we cool down with lingering snow flurries on Saturday, and we do remain seasonably warm weather, or excuse me, cool weather, sorry, comes in for the beginning of next week. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Now to the latest on Buffalo Bills defensive player.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. Yeah, it's raining out there.
It's really gloomy. Temperatures are above freezing. Travel issues tonight, the same as yesterday. It's rain, it's fog, and this will continue overnight. But there is an end in sight. We will get a chance to dry out as we head into tomorrow. But if you're looking for sunshine, unfortunately, no good news here, at least not for the short term. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Rain continues this evening. Current temperature is 44. No travel issues in terms of slippery roads. We are entirely above freezing across all of central New York, so no winter weather here. Rain and fog continue tonight. We'll get a chance to dry out tomorrow. And we've got a slow, gradual cool down ahead. Temperatures will get closer to normal as we look ahead to the weekend and early next week. Rain showers, fog this evening. Be on the lookout for that, especially in areas that still have snow on the ground. There are some spots that do. The fog will be thick in those locations. We are tracking how much rain we can expect as we head into tonight, and again, when we finally get a chance to dry out, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
All right, thanks, Bill.
Staying on the story, we have
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Gloomy weather continues. We're tracking more rain. Watch out for fog again tonight, especially in areas that still have snow on the ground. This is for areas north and east of Utica. A live look outside our Cavy Tower Cam. We have some fog here on Smith Hills. The higher elevations are also seeing some of that fog. And again, it's going to be a little difficult to drive through over the next several hours. This will continue through tonight. Again, mainly hilltops and areas that have snow on the ground. The fog will be around through tomorrow morning before we will see some improvements. Some of that fog will start to clear out as we head into tomorrow afternoon. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We continue to track widespread light rain moving in. More to come as we look to the west. This is all being caused by a stationary front. And the rain will be around tonight, and then we'll get a chance to dry out tomorrow. Been a very cloudy stretch of weather. The last time we've seen a decent amount of sunshine was last Thursday. I don't see the sun in the forecast here until at least Sunday, and that'll be our best chance of seeing breaks of sunshine. It's going to be pretty cloudy here over the next couple of days. We might get a few breaks here late tomorrow, but again, I'm not putting too much hope in that, just based on what I'm seeing. The mild weather continues. Temperatures will remain above freezing over the next 24 hours. Will fall below freezing by Saturday morning. Finally, temperatures have been above freezing for over a week, and then the temperatures get closer to average as we get into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But still, we are above average here, even as we cool down. It just goes to show you how warm it's been lately compared to average. Dolgeville, 48 degrees. Little Falls, 41. Inlet, 40. Across the southern valleys, a lot warmer today in parts of our area. Norwich, 54. Skinevus, 53. Cooperstown, 44. Keep the umbrella handy if you're taking the dog out for a walk this evening. Rain will continue across central New York and will be in the 40s. By the way, don't want to skip through this graphic too quickly. Tonight's featured dog is Snoopy from Dolgeville. And if you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. We are tracking rain moving in from a stationary front. That'll be around tonight. Things will start to dry out tomorrow. Tomorrow we hold on to the clouds all day. We'll be in the low 40s in the morning. We'll be in the mid 40s in the afternoon. So it doesn't warm up very much at all, and it's just a generally cloudy afternoon, but it does look dry. Heading into tomorrow night, the weather remains cloudy. Some snow showers will return, mixed in with some rain showers as we head into Friday. And it will be noticeably colder Friday afternoon with high temperatures in the upper 30s. Little snowfall accumulation is expected on Friday. Scattered showers tonight, fog, a low of 40. Tomorrow, mainly cloudy. We do get a chance to dry out, a high of 46. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Snow showers, flurries Friday and Saturday. We're into the 30s on Sunday with some sunshine. Light snow Monday, 35. We're up to 40 again by Tuesday, and then more snow showers looking ahead to Wednesday. And coming up in a few minutes, we're talking about how wildly out of the normal this type of weather has been lately.
no start of a new year. We usually if we don't have snow by Christmas, we usually have it by now.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Thanks, Bill. What a difference a week makes on the slopes. This is video of Macaulay Mountain in Old Forge last week. And now, well, the ski center is closed because they don't have enough snow. We're told they are closed today, but they will reevaluate tomorrow. They hope to be reopened by Friday at the latest.
I just saw some snowmobile video there. We're told snowmobiling, the trails are still open. It's the ski center they had to close today.
That.
Coming up, a local nonprofit wants to send you to the Super Bowl. Bill Curtis, who is playing the lottery with our temperatures. You know, it seems like, honestly, like pulling the ping pong balls, right?
Yeah, and you know what? It's been crazy. We've been setting records, and it's those records that you don't really think about, because when you think about records, you're usually thinking about high temperature records or low temperature records. But sometimes we look at things like the highest low temperatures. This week, we have not fallen below freezing for an entire week. You have to go back to last Thursday. We started out at 26 degrees. But since then, it's been nothing but very warm temperatures at night. And these low temperatures are warmer than our average high temperatures. And we've had 3 new records set in this stretch. And again, it's not one of those things that we're going to remember here because, you know, this has been happening at night. But it's really done a number to the snowpack. With staying above freezing at night, it's had a significant impact on the snow melt. And even though there's snow on the ground in some areas, we've lost an awful lot. By the way, for the city of Utica, we are now behind in our snowfall by a foot. Of course, we have a lot of winter ahead of us still, but we have ran up a pretty sizable deficit. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's raining out there this evening. Watch out for fog. Rain comes to an end tonight. We are tracking an eventual cool down. We'll let you know when temperatures finally fall below freezing, and that's coming up. Back over to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. I love this story. Today is World Braille Day.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We continue to track widespread rain and fog moving into central New York. Actually, it's been hanging around. Let's take a live look outside. This is our Utica National Tower Cam overlooking Cooperstown, where rain continues to fall, especially in and north of the Mohawk Valley. The rain will continue to be steady this evening and in fact, come down at a pretty moderate clip from time to time. So live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. More rain to the west will be approaching our area. Temperatures have been in the 40s all day. Schuyler 41 degrees, Norway 42, Curtis Corners 38, Inlet 39, 41 degrees in West Leiden. Across the southern valleys, Richfield at 42, Paynes Hollow 39. A few spots ended up hitting 50 today. Actually 54 in Milford, Otsego 53, and Morris with 54 degrees. We are tracking a stalled front to the south. That's what's been driving the rain. That's also been keeping our weather cloudy, and that's going to be the case tonight and tomorrow. We have more rain to get through tonight as low pressure swings through the area, but we will get through this. The rain will be coming to an end tonight, and we will get a chance to dry out tomorrow. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight. Overnight lows remain in the 40s. We're not going to cool off very much at all. Areas that are in the 50s will remain in the 50s, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. So not much change in the weather tonight. The rain will continue. Heading into tomorrow, we do dry out in the morning. Temperatures in the low 40s. Still some patchy fog lingering around. As we get into tomorrow afternoon, it's a generally cloudy day. We might get a break or two of sunshine, but probably not more than that. Temperatures in the mid 40s for the high. Tomorrow night, overnight lows drop down into the low 30s, so we'll get pretty close to freezing tomorrow night. And then on Friday, the weather turns unsettled. This time, we're seeing some rain and even snow showers heading into Friday afternoon as a weak disturbance continues to push in some colder weather. Friday, high temperatures will climb into the upper 30s. Rainfall tonight, thinking about another quarter to as much as a half an inch of rain below the threshold where flooding would be a concern. Tonight, watch out for patchy fog. Scattered showers continue. Overnight lows near 40. Tomorrow, another cloudy and day where we're above freezing. We're in the mid 40s with mainly cloudy skies. And we are dry tomorrow afternoon. As we look at your Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast, on Friday, again, that disturbance moves in. It produces some snow showers. We're not expecting much of an accumulation, especially since the ground will be warm. I know, saying that in January is very strange, but our ground will be warm on Friday, and that will prevent some of that snow from sticking. By Saturday, flurries in the air. Again, very little accumulation is expected, 34 for the high. We finally fall below freezing Saturday night. We're down into the teens. By Sunday, it's back to sunshine. Temperatures climb into the mid-30s. Some light snow is possible on Monday. We're up to 40 on Tuesday, and then more snow chances as we look ahead to next Wednesday. We'll be right back.
Forecast at 6. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
A cold rain continues in central New York this evening. Watch out for fog. It is very thick in some places and could be quite difficult to get through. A live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Rain is widespread this evening and will continue into the first part of tonight before coming to an end. Temperatures remain well above freezing. Our current temperature is 44 degrees, and that's where we will stay for most of tonight as well as most of tomorrow. Rain, fog continue tonight. We'll get a chance to dry out tomorrow. It's still expected to be cloudy, but we do have some opportunities for sunshine as we look ahead. as well as some colder weather that will eventually return to central New York. This evening, temperatures remain above freezing. Another night above freezing as well. We are tracking when that cooler weather does arrive. A look at that forecast is coming up. Back over to you.
Staying on the story, we have new
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're tracking fog along with rain across the region tonight. Pretty similar conditions compared to yesterday at this time. Let's take a live look outside. So look at our Cavity Tower Cam. Rain continues along with some fog, and the fog will be hanging around tonight, especially in higher elevations along with areas that have had a snowpack. When you have above freezing temperatures with that very damp air, it tends to produce fog when it interacts with the snowpack. We call it advection fog. That'll be around again tonight. We're also tracking rain. The rain is widespread and steady across most of central New York. A live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This will slowly move to the north and east, and we will see an end to the rain heading into tonight. We've been in a very unusual, if not record-setting weather pattern here at night. We have not fallen below freezing in almost a week, and we will not fall below freezing tonight. So this is going to mark at least 7 nights in a row where temperatures have not dipped below 32 degrees at Griffiths and Rome. 3 of those nights have set records as being the highest low temperature, including last night. It's been an incredible run here, and it's not really warm during the days, but it's been very warm at night. Not the type of weather that you'll remember, but one for the record books. Temperature trends, we will continue to see those warm nights ahead for a few more days before we get back to more typical weather with temperatures back into the 30s with overnight lows in the teens by the weekend. Temperatures in the 40s this evening, 40 degrees in Barneveld, 42 in Mike's backyard in New Hartford. Few places did hit 50 degrees, Morris 54, Otsego 53, and Milford with 54 degrees. And we've got this stationary front parked across central New York. It's been driving our weather, giving us clouds and showers for the past 24 hours. We'll continue to see rain tonight. The rain does come to an end by tomorrow morning. We're looking at overcast skies. Temperatures start out in the low 40s. A cloudy and generally quiet day tomorrow. Temperatures will be in the mid 40s. Not much in the way of sunshine. Tomorrow night, the weather starts to turn unsettled. A weak disturbance, a cold front approaches from the west. It produces a few rain and snow showers as we head into Friday, but with the ground being warm, I know it's strange to say this in January, that may limit how much snow ends up accumulating. Rainfall tonight, about another quarter of an inch to add to our totals. Many areas picking up about an inch or so over the past 1 to 2 days. Scattered showers tonight, fog, a low of 40. A mild day tomorrow, mainly cloudy and dry, 46. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Snow showers and flurries as we head into Friday and Saturday. We do expect to see some sunshine by Sunday and more seasonably cold temperatures, maybe more light snow as we look ahead to Monday. Back over to you.
Bill, thank you. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6, the very latest on the status. Meteorologist Bill Curtis. We're talking about the recent low temperatures, and these seem more like the high temperatures for the day this time of year, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, this warm weather is not going to be memorable because we didn't get 50s and 60s during the day, but it's the nighttime lows that these are really impressive. We actually broke 3 records in this stretch. We have not been below freezing since last week, which is insane for January. This is supposed to be the coldest month of the year. We'll stay above freezing tonight. This will make 7 days in a row where we've been above 32 degrees. We may or may not do that heading into Friday night, but we definitely will by Saturday. So this will end up lasting 7 or 8 days before we fall below freezing again. That's just, we have not found anything quite like that going through the weather records. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It continues to rain in central New York and not snow. Our temperature is above freezing. It's 42. Southeast wind. We also have some patchy fog tonight, so keep that in mind. Temperatures will be trending downward. It will be in the 30s Friday and into the low 30s by Saturday and Sunday. So we will be getting back to normal here in small increments. Tonight, rain, that will eventually be coming to an end. Overnight lows around 40 degrees. We are tracking some cooler weather ahead. A look at that forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight, another day, not enough votes. And the one vote, welcome back. It's been a record-breaking warm start to the new year. But what's the science behind it? Meteorologist Eric Gage joins us now with all the answers on a Weather Wednesday. Eric, good evening.
Yes, good evening, Jason. First edition of Weather Wednesdays. Today we'll be diving into why we have seen such mild temperatures for the start of the new year as well as this past week. Now, this week's weather pattern is very simple to explain. Starting out on the global scale, the bigger picture, we can see that way up in the atmosphere around 6 to 9 miles is a superhighway of winds called the jet stream. This flows similar to ocean currents, and this stream is one of many that influence our local weather here in central New York. So typically in the summertime, this jet stream is further north as the Arctic air mass near the poles shrink. As the Earth revolves around the sun and the days get shorter, that Arctic air mass gets bigger and more area near the pole cools down. This pushes the jet stream south into the United States. So why does that matter for us? Well, the jet stream acts like a water dam, preventing Arctic air from moving south. When the jet stream dips south or weakens, Arctic air spills south into the United States. This happens obviously more frequently in the wintertime when the jet stream is strong and entirely south of central New York. That's when we get those frigid days and nights where we really get above freezing. This is more typical in late January and early February during the coldest time of the year. So for the past week, the jet stream has been continuously north of our area, which is atypical of late December and early January, and which is why it allowed those temperatures to fall well above average for our area. And in fact, here's a look at those local temperatures, and compared to our records here at WKTV since 1970, we have not seen temperatures this warm for this long. We have had warmer single days in the past, but not over a stretch like this. We also had a little stretch in 1973 to 1974, when it lasted around 4 days before frigid temperatures set in once again. So for the long term, how do temperatures turn out? Well, we're still looking slightly above average for this time of year, but looking to be not as warm as the past several days. Back to you, Jason.
Eric, thank you. Loving the Weather Wednesdays. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Yeah, Bill's tracking rain and what to expect for the rest of the week in his full forecast. That's coming up.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. The fog is lingering around like a bad cold. It continues here in central New York. It's a live look at our parking lot on Smith Hill. And just be careful if you're driving. The fog is expected to be thick tonight, continuing into tomorrow morning. I think that we will see less fog tomorrow as the air slowly dries out. And that will definitely help, and we should get a chance to clear out eventually as we head into the weekend. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. You can see that rain continues across central New York, especially north and east. The rain is moving to the east, so we will slowly dry out as we head into tonight. The temperature trend, again, we looked at high temperatures, but let's also look at those low temperatures. We won't fall below freezing until either Friday morning. We get down to about 32. So it'll be pretty close. We definitely fall below freezing by Saturday, down into the teens. But you can see even next week, we are still above average. We should be between these two lines, the average high and the average low. But it does look like we'll be above average here heading into early next week, although it will be colder. So it will feel a little bit different than what we've been dealing with. Do you feel like a vampire these days? It feels like the sun hasn't been out in a while. Last time it's been out in force was last Thursday, so it's been almost a full week. We don't see the sun anytime soon, at least anything appreciable besides maybe a break or two, until Sunday. That's when things start to brighten up. It is the cloudiest time of year. Could be worse. 2 years ago, we had a stretch during this time that lasted almost an entire month without any sunshine. I think we had only one sunny day in a stretch of about 29 days, which is very depressing to think about. But again, we should see some sunshine by Sunday. Bigger picture, a stalled front to the south of us drawing the rain. That will move to the east as we head into tonight. We do get a chance to dry out. Temperature-wise, we'll be in the low 40s tomorrow morning under mostly cloudy skies. It's generally overcast tomorrow. Maybe a break or two of sunshine, but it should be about 90 to 95% cloudy. We're in the mid-40s. It will be a mild day for January. The weather remains dry and generally cloudy heading into tomorrow night. On Friday, we do expect to see a couple of snow showers in our area. Temperatures will be colder with highs in the 30s. Tonight, we are down into the low 40s. Scattered showers, fog. Tomorrow, drying out. Still a cloudy day, but we're into the mid-40s, so another mild afternoon. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Showers, snow showers Friday 39, some flurries Saturday 34. Sunshine on Sunday 34 degrees, some light snow Monday. We're back to 40 as we look ahead to Tuesday, and then snow showers on Wednesday. It's generally absence of winter weather, but a little bit more in the extended forecast compared to the past several days.
Yeah, and when you say flurries, you're nothing like we're going to see cover the ground again.
What's crazy is the ground might be too warm for it to accumulate in January.
We have not seen it. Well, you heard Eric. Been a long time,
Yeah.
at all. All right, thanks, Barrow. To do tonight, the California coast is bracing for another round of severe weather as a powerful bomb cyclone is bringing an atmospheric river to the Bay Area, along with very heavy rainfall. Hurricane-force winds gusting as high as 80 miles an hour will be possible. This system coming on the heels of record-breaking rainfall that hit that Bay Area just less than a week ago. Melissa Rainey has the latest tonight.
Residents on the West Coast are once again preparing for a severe storm. A bomb cyclone is approaching the Bay Area that will bring heavy rainfall to an already saturated area.
This is an extreme weather event, and we're moving from extreme drought to extreme flood. What that means is a lot of our trees are stressed after 3 years of intensive drought. The ground is saturated, and there is significant chance of downed trees that will create significant problems.
Northern California in particular was inundated with heavy snowfall and deadly flooding over the weekend, prompting evacuation orders and water rescues. San Francisco's mayor urged residents to brace for the worst.
Unfortunately, we expect floods, we expect high winds, we expect trees to be falling and electricity to be lost. And so we want to make sure that we are using our resources efficiently.
The National Weather Service is forecasting hurricane-force winds to move onshore, with gusts reaching as high as 80 miles per hour. California officials also say the threat of widespread power outages is high and residents need to prepare now.
So have those candles and the flashlights, charge the cell phones, be ready for extended power outages.
Despite the rainfall, experts say the drought isn't over because the ground can only absorb so much water and has already reached its saturation point in some areas, causing flooding. I'm Melissa Rainey reporting.
Coming up next, fans from all over continue. Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis, and we're talking about low temperatures. These are mostly high temperatures for the day, and yet we're doing pretty well.
We've had a remarkable stretch of warm weather. It's not going to be memorable because it hasn't been all that warm during the day, but at night it has been unbelievably warm. We set 3 records here, the highest low temperature records in this stretch. We have not been below freezing in almost a week, and we could be adding a few more days here.
Wow.
We have not seen anything like this with these overnight low temperatures being this warm for this long. And again, this stretch will continue for about another 1 to maybe 2 more nights. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We continue to track rain this January night, and again, we continue to see rain here for the next few hours. The rain will be coming to an end, though, for us as we head into tonight. Current temperature is 43 degrees. It remains above freezing tonight. Temperatures will be heading down. We'll cool off as we head throughout the next several days. We'll be into the 30s again, beginning on Friday. For tonight, rain comes to an end. Watching out for some patchy fog, an overnight low of 40. We are tracking some cooler weather ahead, along with some sunshine, which we haven't seen in quite a while. Look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight, another day, still. Thanks for joining us. It's been a record-breaking warm start to the new year, but what's the science behind it? Meteorologist Eric Gage joins us now with all the answers on a Weather Wednesday. Eric, good evening.
Yes, good evening, Jason. First edition of Weather Wednesdays. Today we'll be diving into why we have seen such mild temperatures for the start of the new year as well as this past week. Now, this week's weather pattern is very simple to explain. Starting out on the global scale, the bigger picture, we can see that way up in the atmosphere around 6 to 9 miles is a superhighway of winds called the jet stream. This flows similar to ocean currents, and this stream is one of many that influence our local weather here in central New York. So typically in the summertime, this jet stream is further north as the Arctic air mass near the poles shrink. As the Earth revolves around the sun and the days get shorter, that Arctic air mass gets bigger and more area near the pole cools down. This pushes the jet stream south into the United States. So why does that matter for us? Well, the jet stream acts like a water dam, preventing Arctic air from moving south. When the jet stream dips south or weakens, Arctic air spills south into the United States. This happens obviously more frequently in the wintertime when the jet stream is strong and entirely south of central New York. That's when we get those frigid days and nights where we really get above freezing. This is more typical in late January and early February during the coldest time of the year. So for the past week, the jet stream has been continuously north of our area, which is atypical of late December and early January, and which is why it allowed those temperatures to fall well above average for our area. And in fact, here's a look at those local temperatures, and compared to our records here at WKTV since 1970, we have not seen temperatures this warm for this long. We have had warmer single days in the past, but not over a stretch like this. We also had a little stretch in 1973 to 1974. It only lasted around 4 days before frigid temperatures set in once again. So for the long term, how do temperatures turn out? Well, we're still looking slightly above average for this time of year, but looking to be not as warm as the past several days. Back to you, Jason.
Eric, thank you. Live look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. There's some rain out there. Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis tracking that and what we can expect for your Thursday coming up next.
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. The fog continues to linger around tonight in parts of central New York. Higher elevations, areas that still have snow on the ground, seeing some pretty thick fog tonight. This is a live look at our Cavy Tower Cam overlooking the parking lot. Areas that have snow in particular are seeing very foggy conditions as this above freezing and very damp air interacts with the snowpack. It tends to produce what's called advection fog, and that will be around heading into tonight as well as tomorrow. We need a strong wind to move this away, bringing in some drier weather, which will happen tomorrow. So things will be improving in this department, but again, pretty foggy conditions here tonight. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Scattered showers are starting to come to an end. There's another round to the west. This will be around here as we get into early tonight. Temperatures continue to trend well above average, at least for the next 2 days. We'll be in the 40s tomorrow and into the upper 30s on Friday. And again, those overnight lows will be very warm still. We don't fall below freezing until Saturday morning. We'll finally drop down into the teens, and heading into early next week, it will be cooler, but still above average with highs in the 30s with overnight lows in the 20s. It's been really cloudy lately, if you haven't noticed. We haven't had any decent amount of sunshine since Thursday, so it's been almost a week. It will be a week. We're expecting overcast skies tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. Brighter days ahead for Sunday. I think that'll be our chance of seeing sunshine across the area. And we are in the cloudiest time of the year. In fact, 2 years ago, we had a stretch where we had 28 out of 29 days between the end of December and into the end of January that had cloud cover. So as depressing as it can be sometimes, could be worse. It's tough to live around here if you love the sunshine in the wintertime. We really don't see much of it. Continuing to track clouds, showers, along with a stationary front that's been driving our weather. This is going to head to the east, and again, we do get a chance to dry out. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies overnight. We drop down into the low 40s. An overcast day tomorrow, but it is dry. Temperatures climb into the mid-40s. It doesn't warm up that much tomorrow. We'll stay above freezing throughout the day. Cloudy skies tomorrow night. A weak disturbance moves in from the west on Friday. That kicks off a few light snow showers across the area. Temperatures in the 30s, little accumulation is expected. Tonight, scattered showers, fog down to 40. A cloudy above freezing day tomorrow, a high of 46. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Showers Friday, flurries on Saturday, little accumulation. We see sunshine on Sunday, light snow Monday, back to 40 on Tuesday, and then more snow showers possible on Wednesday. So the general absence of winter weather continues, although we will be seeing more of it in the next 7 days than we did in the last 7 days.
What is that big yellow thing on your screen again?
We're going to find out
really
Sunday.
The sun? Oh,
yeah.
We can only hope
It's going
so.
to hurt when it comes out.
I know, right? Where are the sunglasses? Thanks, Bill. New tonight, the California coast is bracing for another round of severe weather as a powerful bomb cyclone is bringing an atmospheric river to the Bay Area, along with very heavy rainfall. Hurricane force winds gusting as high as 80 miles an hour will be possible. This system comes on the heels of a record-breaking rainfall that hit the Bay Area just less than a week ago. Melissa Rainey has the latest on that.
Residents on the West Coast are once again preparing for a severe storm. A bomb cyclone is approaching the Bay Area that will bring heavy rainfall to an already saturated area.
This is an extreme weather event, and we're moving from extreme drought to extreme flood. What that means is a lot of our trees are stressed after 3 years of intensive drought. The ground is saturated, and there is significant chance of downed trees that will create significant problems.
Northern California in particular was inundated with heavy snowfall and deadly flooding over the weekend, prompting evacuation orders and water rescues. San Francisco's mayor urged residents to brace for the worst.
Unfortunately, we expect floods, we expect high winds, we expect trees to be falling and electricity to be lost. And so we want to make sure that we are using our resources efficiently.
The National Weather Service is forecasting hurricane-force winds to move onshore, with gusts reaching as high as 80 miles per hour. California officials also say the threat of widespread power outages is high and residents need to prepare now.
So have those candles and the flashlights, charge the cell phones, be ready for extended power outages.
Despite the rainfall, experts say the drought isn't over because the ground can only absorb so much water and has already reached its saturation point in some areas, causing flooding. I'm Melissa Rainey reporting.
Coming up next, fans from all over